Bag of girl toys in the front lawn of this place. Please take all. Has to be gone before the daughter gets home tonight. Uh-oh, is this a punishment or a purge? Purge? She has no idea. Ah, yes, great to show the emojis with the humor in it all, yeah. Oh, wow, you are a brave mother. Oh, you mean she got some industrial-sized audacity? It is not gone, and I had many questions at bedtime. It is garbage if she asks anybody. So let me get this straight. You lied to your kid and you secretly got rid of all of their toys. Yes, very deserving of that world's best parent mug, aren't you? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/insaneparents, and if you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. Also check out the playlists, you might find something you might like. Let me know down below a good little dish you like having. British people, you might want to sit out of this one because even your own folks are outing you. Blank is being faithful. I have the best friends in the world. Tonight they had a party for me. It was a mother of the bride sympathy party. What? Complete with a wedding cake, mince, games, prizes, and a bouquet throwing. All of the guests were encouraged to wear any and all parts of their wedding ensembles that still fit. Most wore their veils, earrings, and garters. Everyone contributed their own wedding portraits, and we had vintage bride and groom statues on the table. Everybody knows that you get to have the wedding of your dreams when your daughter gets married, unless you go and give birth to a bride with a mind of her own and a million new ideas and a distaste for the way weddings have been done for centuries. And if said bride happens to have worked in a bridal salon all during college, she will more than likely tell you that you know absolutely nothing about weddings and you should just sit down and write the checks and let her take it from here. That's why my tribe of girlfriends stepped up and had all of the vintage, traditional, sentimental details that I love at a party honoring the wedding I'm clearly not going to get to have. I don't know if a mother of the bride party is a legit thing or not, but it is surely ought to be. After we had all of the fun we could possibly have, we learned that our waitress was actually getting married tomorrow, and she didn't have a veil, a ring, or a bouquet. We hooked her up with all three. Then we all offered her our veils, but she chose blank because it lights up. She was actually a little teary. We were too, but for totally different reasons. If you know a mother of a bride whose dream wedding is getting curtailed by a renegade bride, I strongly encourage you to have this party. And I strongly encourage you to find some common sense, because the entire time y'all giving me flashbacks to South Park when Cartman had to get a present at somebody else's birthday party. How is your new tattoo? Which one's healing well? We don't care. You think it's just me? Dad is furious. Said he'd like to talk to blank and say maybe he made a mistake. Can't open. Stop texting or I'm blocking you. Wait, lol, as if my fiance doesn't love me. Good for him. Yeah, stop projecting. Also, if you got a problem with somebody else getting tattoos, you need to kind of realize that ain't your body, so that's not your issue. Really is weird how people think that they can govern that. How on earth is my baby going to school? I'm not ready for this. Mama definitely cried as I watched blank walk with his teacher and say, "Bye, Mama, I love you." He didn't even cry. Blank being goofy as always to try and cheer me up. Thanks, handsome lover. Mom loves you so much. You kind of got to understand, if you have a kid, the kid's going to eventually go to school. Why is that a hard issue? Delusional if you think you're talking him into leaving me. Good luck, though. Give him a call. We are waiting. That's not what Dad said. You just enjoy starting a fight right before we get there. I get it. I canceled blank, and if you and Kent and Dad want to go, let me know. Dad said, yeah, I tell her I hate tattoos, and she goes and gets one. This person had conversation with me knowing it probably was her time to go, but not sure, and I can't keep promises I made her because you're both very disrespectful. Good night, and good luck.
Like I've already stated, if you have a problem with somebody else getting tattoos, that is very much a you getting pissy at yourself kind of thing, because, you know, it's their body, they're gonna go do it. That's not really your grounds to say anything to stop it. Very much the only thing that really come into play is, like, if it's not legal for them to get it at a certain age, but if they're old enough and they're independent, then that's kind of their own decision there.
Your dad and I are going to vacation next week. Can you get me that $4,000?
Once again, I'm not giving you $4,000 because you wrecked the Jeep a week after I sold it to you.
But you said you knew there were problems with the car and that if anything happened, you would fix it. I found the parts you need, that money to fix it, so I can get to work.
Yeah, I said it didn't run the best, but as long as you were just going back and forth to work, it would be fine. You drive literally 3 miles down the road, and I don't get how you hitting a parked UPS truck has anything to do with what was wrong with the Jeep. I also said if something did go wrong with it mechanically, I would help fix it if it broke within the first 3 months. Also, I don't know where you're getting $4,000. That Jeep is probably totaled. Leave me alone. Look, just because you think that you can return something at a retail store that you, after destroying it, might work, you think you could apply that to a whole vehicle, let alone to somebody you actually know, why did you think that would work? Teacher talks about symptoms of depression. Me seeing things I've been grounded for? Yep, there it is.
I just need to vent. I'm still very new to crochet, and this was my very first C2C. I gave it as a gift to a coworker on Friday for a baby that is due in January. Today, she left it laying on my desk with a note saying, weren't appropriate colors for her daughter. I'm heartbroken and disgusted.
Really? You got upset because of a rainbow? What? The rainbow don't automatically mean gay. It's just a color spectrum. You know, rainbows are cool and shit. Date a narcissistic ped and smoke lots of mathematics in the 1990s despite your children. Deny knowing there was any bad things happening despite having witnessed cigarette burns in the early 2000s. Turn son's $2,000 graduation present from your ex-mother-in-law to a $200 present from you. Convince your son to sell you his car for $500, promising you'll sell it back once he gets back on his feet, but instead sell it for $3,500 a few weeks later, and then your son moves 3,000 miles away, lives a good life, and never calls. Oh! That was not expected. Oh, you look at that, it's almost as if you being a dog water parent was the reason your kid don't want to hang out around you anymore. Gosh dang it, if it ain't the consequences of your own actions, back at it again. My mom got mad at me for having too much blankets on my bed. Now, that's freaking insane. I know, I was like, what the frick? I was asleep when she took them away, and I froze the rest of the night. What the actual heck? Is she, like, mentally okay? I know, right? She asked me how I slept, and I said I froze, and she got mad at me. How dare you be too comfy? Only time I can understand anybody taking the blankets away from you, first off, only do it when you're awake, because doing it while you're sleeping is very much a douche move, would be like if there isn't anything else for anybody else to use, or like if you're taking other people's blankets.
You have an F in culinary arts. I want all of your stuff packed up by the time I leave for work in the morning.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Why didn't you say anything? I just saw it.
I would suggest looking in my student view and looking at my graded assessments in there and looking at Google Classroom, because I first saw it 45 minutes ago. It's because she put a 0 on my potato assignment even though I turned it in.
Blank, no room for discussion.
Can you at least look at student view and Classroom?
Stuff packed before I leave for work.
Why won't you listen to me?
You have an excuse for everything. F equals no stuff.
You can literally check it right now. Well, that's exactly what happened. Seriously, why don't you listen?
Good night.
Wait, hold up. Did you just kick your kid out because they, got an F because the system has a placeholder?
My 13-year-old son was robbed of his red iPhone SE 2020 last night in the park adjacent from these 3 locations at approximately 7:45 and 8 p.m. The kid was roughly around 4 to 5 years old and picked up my son's phone from the floor where he was playing. When my son asked for him to return his phone, a long blonde-haired woman in her 20s wearing a red top and dark blue jeans, believed to be mom, began to shout at at my son. She then took the child and my son's phone into a white and red minivan and drove off. I seriously suggest that if the female reads this post, that she makes contact with the spotted page and gets in touch with me in order to return the phone, as your vehicle's registration was clocked, a picture taken, and the details passed to the police. I'd rather this be dealt with without the police involvement and settled in a civil way. What do you also want to bet that mother, when her kid decides to bully kids, is the whole, "Oh, my darling angel, not my baby. Nope, my darling little saint." Also, for a second there, I was confused as to why a little kid would have an iPhone, and I'm kind of thinking now, oh yeah, no, those things can be tracked pretty easily, so in case something happens to your kid, or, the phone gets stolen, which is this situation. Hey, nothing says good parenting like teaching your kid to steal at a young age. But with that is going to have to be with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up some wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.